Now that LeBron's in town, which player in their sophomore season is going to benefit more from him from being there? Is it going to be Kuzma or is it going to be Lonzo?
It's going to be, absolutely, it's Kuzma. Because Lonzo can't shoot. As I said, second worst shooting percentage in the league last year. Kid can't shoot. Kuzma is the one guy on that team out of the rookies that they have that, especially at three-point right now, he's shooting at about the league average. The statistics show that when LeBron has teammates, they get more open. They get more wide open looks than anybody. Kuzma's going to get wide open looks. Who last year was taking the pressure off of him to allow him to have wide open looks? Kuzma takes a gigantic leap. That's why he's the untradeable asset here. That's why he's the piece that the Lakers hold on to, because they believe he can build into a star. They keep Kuzma, and if Lonzo sticks around, great. If Lonzo doesn't stick around, great. Whatever it takes.
That's a hot little take you got there. That's a hot little take. Yeah, immediately to the blind eye, Kyle Kuzma will be the recipient of a lot of LeBron James passes. But what I'm going to tell you, what you need to understand with your blind eyes, is that behind the scenes, Lonzo is actually going to learn how to be a playmaker. He's another guy like LeBron James who thinks 2 and 3 steps ahead on the court. Lonzo Ball may want to be one of the smartest basketball players at his age that I've ever watched play the game, but he still has to learn the little nuances. Who better to learn from than a guy like LeBron James who plays that way? Last year in the NBA playoffs, LeBron James put on an absolute clinic of knowing when to pass, when to shoot, when to be aggressive, when to slow it up, when to push the ball. Those are elements that Lonzo Ball is still going to have to learn. And also, hey, how do you dominate a game without taking a shot? LeBron James is the only one who can teach that. So by far, let's clarify this so we know your little hot take is thrown out, okay? Lonzo Ball will benefit time and time again more than Kuzma.
There's actual evidence that that's not what the Lakers believe. Because if we take the reports at this point that Lonzo may need surgery, and we also take the reports that that was leaked by Lonzo's camp to prevent a trade, what that tells us is that Lonzo's camp, in it every day, is looking around saying, oh, Lakers want out. And if the Lakers believed what you're saying right now, there is no way that they want out. The fact that the Lonzo camp believes enough that the Lakers want out of Lonzo, that they would leak a report about his health, tells you 100% they're concerned about his career and longevity in L.A. It tells you that Lonzo wants the Lakers more than the Lakers want L.A., and that tells you everything.
Let me clarify right now. Anybody can go. Other than LeBron, anybody for the right price, anybody off that team, including Kuzma. I agree right now to the naked eye. He's the guy. He is. And I get it. He's an asset that you don't want to go. But ideally, no, those guys aren't going anywhere. And if it's for Kawhi, it already doesn't make sense for Lonzo to go. If the right deal is there, I get it. You got to win now. He will move on. Very unlikely that he moves. Yes, a little meniscus, he's going to be back on the floor playing. That's not a question. But to tell me that he doesn't have the most growth, that's like you telling me essentially that Kyle Kuzma, he's a playmaking, he's a big point guard. You're telling me he's a big point guard?
I'm telling you.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I'm not telling you.
So how's he going to learn from LeBron James?
It's not about learning. The question is who gets better. Who gets better?
Who has the
you
better
said the other day.
year?
You said the other day on Ben Simmons. You sat here and said you only get better if you're shooting the game. Kuzma's going to get better shots. He's going to get better looks, and he's going to get the opportunity with the ball in his hands to make plays while there's less pressure on him. That absolutely makes him better. You told me earlier that the reason Dame would want to leave from Portland is because he'd have better looks. I'm going to hold Kuzma to the same logic that you hold Dame to.
Hey, buddy. Would you rather me buy you a meal, buy you some fish, or would you rather me teach you how to fish? LeBron James.
I hate fishing. I have no interest in it. Like, if you're going to put the little fish on the hook,
something else. You are something
I'm not going to like hooks.
LeBron James.
I'm going to go to a nice restaurant, let you like you can pay for the fish. We'll go someplace fancy with like cloth.
I like it. This
like place settings.
I like what
7
you're doing
courses.
Right now.
You get me fish like in 8 ways.
He's swimming now.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Hey. Floyd Mayweather, counterpunch. Hey. LeBron James is going to teach Lonzo Ball how to fish. He's going to teach him how to fish. Kuzma, he's going to buy Kuzma some fish. Here you go, buddy. You averaged 20 before. You're going to average 25 with me on the floor. But Lonzo Ball is actually going to get better. I think of a guy by the name of Kevin Garnett. I didn't learn by
Did you
far.
play with him?
Yeah, of course I played. Obviously, that's where the story's going. But I say that is any coach that I've ever had in my life, all the way back to high school, any college coach, any other player that I played with could not teach me as much as a guy like Kevin Garnett. Why? When I was in certain situations, only Kevin Garnett could say, hey, you can go there and you can get that extra block shot. You can get that rebound. You can show out on a pick and roll and recover back to your guy. You don't need the help that you think. Why? Because he was a guy with a similar type of athleticism and body frame that could make those type of plays. So a LeBron James is the only guy who can make those plays. Kyle Kuzma is a guy who's going to spot up and shoot and be a good scorer. LeBron James is the whole package. Those games are a lot similar. So you telling me that Kyle Kuzma is somehow this point forward and he's going to learn how to dribble and pass and play the guard position, you're kidding me.
Highest basketball IQ in history is what people say, right? So if you're looking at LeBron saying you got the highest basketball IQ, it doesn't matter what position you play. When you look at that film, when you sit next to him, he's going to make you smarter. He's going to make you better. If it's about film study, if it's about communication or how to better utilize your skills, LeBron will help you do that. If it's about getting you better looks on the court, LeBron will help you do that.